Hey, what's up, visionaries? Welcome back to the channel. As always, my name is Anton, and hopefully all of you guys are having a fantastic day, because I am just letting you know that since doing this video, I've done a full album reaction to the entire album that this song is on. So if you want to check out that entire full album reaction, first link down below. And that's it. So let's get straight into the reaction. Hey, what's up, friends? Welcome back to the Arc Fam Jam. My name is Anton, and hopefully all of you guys are having a fantastic day, because it is our STARSET full album reaction period to Vessels, and we are near the very end, my friends. We are on Telepathic, the official music video, and so far, my top 3 favorite songs of this entire record. Number 3 is Last to Fall, Last to Fail, and a couple songs ago. Number 2 is Die For You, and number 1 is, of course, Ricochet, an absolute masterpiece, impeccable. And I loved Unbecoming too, that we just heard. That song was, incredible, just especially the lyrics and the meaning behind it. But anyway, really excited about this. Before we get into it, though, I do want to say you guys rock. Thank you for being so awesome and for all love and all the support. Also, if you guys have been kicking around here and you really resonate with everything we're doing with the channel, be sure to like the video, subscribe, join the family. We'd love to have you around. And don't forget to hit the subscription notification bell if you want to stay updated with all the videos, live streams, channel updates, all that kind of stuff. Also, if you guys want to vote and choose what songs we react to every single Sunday and what album we react to every single month, just like what we did for Vessels by STARSET, be sure to check out the Patreon down below. Also, if you want to get your hands on official ArcVision merchandise, be sure to check out the ArcVision apparel store down below. And if you ever want to get a hold of myself or the ArcVision tribe, the community, be sure to check out the Discord. DM me there. And that's it. So without further ado, let's get into STARSET, Telepathic.
And if I had my way, I would run to the rescue. It never works that way when you call it bluff. Oh, all the fools rush in. It's a battle to surround you. All the fools run in, but I'm not giving up. I don't wanna let you go, but I can't stand to watch this. I don't wanna let you know, but you can't read my mind. I'm feeling all the time, toxic all around you. You have me under spell right from the start. I don't have a telepathic heart. Right up, falling to the line, it's waiting just to get you. But I don't ever know just what we are. I don't have a telepathic heart.
Okay, this is definitely top 5 material. This actually, this might be my number 3, actually. I really like this. I like how catchy it is. You guys know me. Even though I'm a metalhead at heart, I really like catchy pop sensibilities. Just like a very melodic, upbeat, catchy chorus. And yeah, this is dope so far. Really like this. This just might be in my top 3.
Look inside my brain. You know what I want before I tell you. Give me the words to say to make it enough. Don't want your star-crossed fate. You are the sun, I'm the full moon. Don't leave me lost in vain. I can be what you are. I don't wanna let you go, but I can't stand to watch this. I don't wanna let you know, but you can't read my mind. I'm feeling all the time, toxic all around you. You have me under spell right from the start. I don't have a telepathic heart. Right up, falling to the line, it's waiting just to get you. But I don't ever know just what we are. I don't
This is crazy. I love STARSET, but is she? This is really interesting. This is just my, like, what I'm thinking right now. I could be totally wrong, but it's almost like she didn't like where she was. So she cloned herself, right? She cloned herself so that she could escape her prison and she'd go live her life. And so she lets the old her take the fall, right? Like continue living in this prison, like kind of having this being like experimented on, or like having a psychiatrist being, you know, all fucked up or whatever. But every single clone also feels entitled to a life of its own, a life of freedom, and not a life of servitude. And because it knows that if it escapes, they'll find her, they create a clone of herself, to continue to take the fall. But because the clone is a perfect clone of herself, it has the same instinct she has for freedom. So it's just this perpetual loop of continuing to clone herself for freedom and then leaving the other her to suffer the consequences. And it's just interesting because it just begs the question of, like, what are we, right? Like, you know, we most identify in essence with our consciousness because we think our consciousness is unique. But it's like when you're cloning another human being, are you able to clone consciousness? Again, it goes in the question of where does consciousness reside? Is consciousness in the body of the mind, or is it outside the mind? Is the mind just a decoder? Is the mind just a transceiver for consciousness? Like, is the mind a radio that picks up a signal? Just like a radio, you find the right signal, and then it's able to decode that signal into a song on the radio. So that it goes in the question of, like, yeah, what is consciousness? Is consciousness outside of our body? And obviously, we talked about this and bringing it down, the idea of what consciousness possibly is. So check out that conversation in that video. But again, if everything I said was in essence true, if they have the same transceiver, then I guess in a sense they have the same consciousness. But I don't know. But this is really, really cool so far. And I like this because I love the video and I love the song too. All right, let's get back into it. Oh shit, it's like 1984. V for Vendetta. Is he also a clone? Man, that's so interesting. It's almost like they were doing experiments to try to figure out how to create a completely compliant human being, and the best way to do that without, killing your host is you clone your host, because they have the same, genetic profile, they have the same way of thinking. So if you can crack one human being, you truly know how to do it, because life ceases to be a problem. Like, one problem for, I guess, the Nazis and stuff when they were doing their own experiments was that how far can they push an experiment with a host before they ruin the experiment itself? Because if they kill the host, they lose all of the time and energy and money they put into that experiment. So if you put all that time, effort, and energy into an experiment, now you don't have to worry about killing the experiment. Now you can actually push that experiment as far as you possibly can because you have an infinite number of hosts who share the same makeup, right? It's the same playground. Rather than every time you're trying to do a test and you kill your host, it's like a different playground. You're trying to arrange the same variables with a different host, with a different set of, blueprints, right? So this is really interesting. Yeah, I like how thought-provoking STARSET is. But yeah, man, yeah, unity through thought. That reminds me of V for Vendetta is one of my favorite comics of all time, and my favorite, one of my favorite movies. Which, if you haven't read V for Vendetta and you're interested in this kind of stuff, fascinating comic. It's just incredible. Alan Moore is a genius. But there's a lot of stuff like this, like obviously Matrix, 1984. Matrix is absolutely incredible as well. The Invisibles is a really cool comic. So many cool stuff like this. But man, this was awesome. This was top 3. This was number 3 for me for sure. All right, guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did and you want to support the channel, best way to do so is like the video. Also, if you really resonate with everything we're doing around here, definitely consider subscribing and join the family. And also, if you guys want to choose what songs we react to every single Sunday and what album we react to every single month, just like this one, be sure to check out the Patreon down below. And if you want to get your hands on official Arcvision merchandise, be sure to check out the Arcvision apparel store down below. And if you ever want to get a hold of myself or the Arcvision community, the Arcvision tribe, be sure to check out our Discord down below. DM me. I love hearing from you guys, like I always say. And if you guys want to listen to my podcast, down below. So that's it. And I'll see you again tomorrow. I love you guys.